The FA Cup of Darts. Adrian Lewis, Robert Thornton about to get underway on board number 1. Action elsewhere, really terrific match going on board number 5. Mark Dubbridge. It's been nip and tuck all the way against Johnny Haynes. He leads at the moment, Dubbridge. 8-7, Alex Roy, Lionel Sams, that match just getting underway on board number 6. Andy Jenkins in good form against Justin Pipe out on board number 7. We can hear right now from the latest winner on board number 1, Andy Hamilton, talking to Rod Studd.
Andy, well done. You won the first 5 legs of that match. Was that effectively where the game was decided?
Yeah, I had to get in early because it's a quick throw, and I think my game's a bit slow, and I took the initiative early on, and it's always them to get back in the game, and I'm not giving links to a lead like that. And he was going to have chances, and I come through at the end, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
We all know how good a player you are. This year hasn't quite been as good as you would have hoped, I guess. Is this the kind of performance that could kick-start you a bit? Yeah, definitely. I'm playing well. I need the confidence, and that's given me a lot of confidence. Michael, a cracking play. He put me under a lot of pressure. And at the end of the day, I've come out and I just focused on my own game, and it's worked out for me. You brought a few up from Stoke, I think, as well, haven't you? Cracking. They follow me everywhere they are. Without the support, I would not be here. Good luck in the next round. Thank you very much. Cheers.
He's smiling. So too is this man, Jamie Caven. Fabulous form. 9-1 victory over Steve Dole, and the qualifier goes out. Here's an upset. Wayne Jones from Wolverhampton putting out former finalist Vincent van der Voort, going home to Holland.
Wayne, well done. That's quite a scalp. You were in control of that match pretty much all the way through, weren't you?
I was pleased on my own throw, yeah. I threw superb on my own throw. I was terrible on his throw. I kept thinking, break his throw, break his throw. And I was 45 ton. I've gone off on my own 180, 140. So as long as I held my throw, I knew I'd got a good chance at it. And luckily enough, I did. I mean, the last leg there proved it, like 180 ton, 140. That's superb. I wish I could do it on his throw instead of having the pressure of... But yeah, pleased, very pleased.
Really solid player is Wayne Jones. So is this man, Colin Osborne, potential champion this week. 9-2 victory over Jason Clark.
Colin safely through from just 3-2 up. You've reeled off 6 legs on the trot, quite a burst.
It was, I felt the early legs, I'd missed a couple of darts in the second leg to go 2-0 up, then obviously I held my throat to go 3, but it was them couple of early does. What I say, once it went 3-2, and then I hit a bit of form, and it was me finishing, which was more than anything else, you know, so I was happy with that.
A lot of people reckon this is the kind of tournament which you could do very well in. What kind of form are you in, do you think?
I'm playing very well. I have been for the last 6 months on the Pro Tour, all the floor tournaments, which people don't see. I've been getting the latter stages in almost nearly every one of them, so I've come into this competition in good form.
He's in the hat, so is that man, Gary Welding from St Helens, celebrating. The Muffin Man sent packing. Former quarter-finalist, the Saint, also from St Helens, Alan Tabban. 9-3 victory over the Heat, Dennis Ovens. And Ronnie Baxter, good performance from him. Putting out the Viper, Tony Eccles. We're concentrating on the action on board number 1. Adrian Lewis against Robert Thornton. Should be tight, should be tense. Lots of terrific matches. Phil Taylor, Peter Manley, Raymond van Barneveld, all still to come. Colin Lloyd, John Part as well. Should be quite exciting. Rod Harrington's here. Rod, just thoughts on this one. Lewis Thornton will be tight, won't it, this?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to go like the game previous to it. You've got Robert Thornton, you know, that's very solid, very deliberate, like Andy Hamilton. And you've got Adrian Lewis, is like Van Gerwen, very quick. But the quick players are prone to missing doubles, like Van Gerwen did in that first leg. So, you know, we all know that Lewis can play this game at the highest standard. But like I said, it's time for him to step up to the plate and do it, because he's got a tough opponent in Thornton.
It seems like Lewis has been on the scene for a long, long time now. And like Andy Hamilton, hasn't reached the highest pinnacle of it yet. No, you're right, Dave, and I think he's not a young man no more. You know, time to look in the mirror and start doing things right as a professional dart player. I think Adrian is just taking his eye off the ball a little bit at times, and he's wasting his talent at the moment. Robert Thornton has taken the PDC circuit by storm, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a very solid player. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. You know, we talk about not missing many big numbers like Phil Taylor and Barney in his prime, and now James Wade. And Robert Thornton doesn't do that. But certainly we know what this man Adrian Lewis can do, and when he's flowing, he's so exciting to watch. But he's got to do it.
All right, commentators on this one: Dave Lanning, Stuart Pike.
And Thornton here for the first leg. His first 3 darts produced a maximum. And he's going to have 1 dart at tops with Lewis sitting, waiting, poised. And Lewis will get a chance. Thornton winning the throw, going first. And Lewis now for the first leg. Double 10. Well, could be important. Strike 1, Adrian Lewis, first leg against the throw.
Second leg, Adrian to throw.
Yes, just the start that Lewis would have been envisaging, winning the leg against the throw, in the words of the song.
83.
Oh yes, they're the great pretenders, these two, both of them just outside a major championship. Thornton, as our colleague Dave Clark was saying, has been a sensational acquisition on the PDC scene.
60.
Adrian Lewis came across to us as a teenager, you'll recall, now 24, and says that this year his firm intent
81.
is to make the top 4. And with that kind of style and the correct dedication, he might just do it.
140.
Yeah, about time Adrian Lewis delivered. Thornton on the verge of the top 16, Dave, after just a year in the PDC, and already over £100,000. Not bad if you can get it. Already seen Hamilton win, Tabbins a winner, Baxter also. Mark Dudbridge was 7-5 down in that game against the pub qualifier Johnny Haynes. Osborne reeling 6 consecutive legs off to beat Jason Clark. Jamie Caven, big winner over a qualifier, and Wayne Jones knocking out Vincent van der Voort. It's only 2 years ago Van der Voort was in the final here.
Yes, a few dark horses amongst those early 3rd round winners.
57. Adrian required 143.
This would be a big finish for Lewis, 143. Treble 17 for double 16.
111.
Well, that was a good effort from young Adrian Lewis. Thornton here, 104. Oh, that's a lovely first dart. 10 would leave tops for Thornton.
84.
Again, just dropping underneath the bed, as he did, attempting tops in the first leg. And Lewis here looking to punish, looking to make it 2-0. Well, beautiful use of that second dart, which landed just outside. Look at that, kiss off the barrel, lovely darts. 2-0 it is to Lewis.
Yes, you could say that Lewis tickled that one into the double 8, and those are the averages. You can see that Thornton is ahead, but he